And today I'm going to show you how to add a timer to your maze projects. Okay, so last couple classes we talked about adding in a character that moves with all of the arrows. We talked about the character interacting with the environment, the character interacting with the finish line. So when my character gets here, it says you win and it stops all scripts. And we also talked about inserting an enemy that attacks my character when the green flag is clicked. So today we're going to add another element. We're going to add one called timer, okay? And what you're going to need for this is something a little different. It's known as a variable. So you will click on variables, and in this case you are going to say, I'm going to make a variable, and I'm going to call it a timer. You can call it time, timer, whatever you prefer, okay? And you want to make sure it's for all sprites. That way your timer shows up. And when I click OK, my timer will pop up here. Now the position you want it on the screen is entirely up to you. You can click and drag it wherever you'd like. And it will show or hide depending on if this is checked off or not. Okay? So what you want to do for your timer, you're going to have to put that script under, I would prefer if you put it under the main character. So in this case, what you want to do is put in another green flag. And remember guys, you have as much room as you need in Scratch, so if you need to slide over, I'm going to start making some scripts that are right over here. So in this case, I'm going to put my timer right here. So I have a green flag clicked. Now I'm going to go back into variables, and when the green flag is clicked, I want my timer to be set at 0. That way when the game is clicked here, it starts my time at 0. Okay? Now what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to figure out how you want your timer to work. Now what I would suggest for you is to use a forever loop from Control, okay? And I would say forever wait 1 second, because a timer works by waiting 1 second, then changing 1 second. So you want it to wait 1 second, and then you want it to change timer by 1 for 1 second. That way it automatically counts. So it says 1, then it waits 1 second, then it says 2, then it waits 1 second, so on and so forth. So now when I click my green flag, this very simple script here will have a timer that works. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and it's at the same time I have my enemy running, I have my character that works, okay? And now when I get to the end, you can also add in things like the stop script. So when I put my character at the end, I'm going to cheat here a little bit. When I get to the end, it says you win, and then everything stops. Okay, now that was something that I set on my main character. So that means I beat the game in 20 seconds, okay? And this stop all is a good idea for anyone who is using a timer in their project, because that will stop the timer when you get there. Now the only thing is, my stop all is going to be delayed 2 seconds after my touching the victory there. So if you noticed, my enemy was still going after my character after I hit the you win at first, because it was waiting for this script to finish. So if you want that to happen a little quicker, you might have to just make it pop up for 1 second, or you can get rid of that part and just have it stop all and the timer go there. You could also broadcast something and have a background change that says you win or game over or whatever you want to do. But now that timer is part of my gameplay, because now I am timed in my maze project. So that is how you set up a timer in Scratch. And you can set the timer however you want it to work. So if you want your timer to count up quicker than that, you can have it wait less than a second. You can also create different variables that go along the same way. Now scoring would work very similarly. And I will talk about scoring at a different time, but if you wanted to set it up, that's just like this as far as a variable goes, but then you would have to do something for it to change by 1. Okay, so that is adding timer to your maze. I hope this was informative. Thank you for watching.